Hi guys and welcome to Ivy Studio. My name is Ivy and in today's video we'll be doing 15 minutes of yoga to help improve everyday flexibility. Good luck, let's meet on the mat. Okay, so we will start in a seated position. Start however you like. If you want to sit like me, or you could sit on your heels as well, whatever works for you. And from here we're going to inhale, bring our arms up to the sky, cross your wrists, and as you exhale, round your spine and let your hands fall down to the floor. So make sure that you're not coming into a fold here, but you're just rounding into your spine, allowing your shoulders to relax. Inhale, reaching your arms up again, and exhale, allow them to come down by your side. Let's do two more of those. Inhale, reaching your arms up, and exhale, round your spine, letting your hands reach down. Inhale, reaching them back up. And exhale, relax. Last round as we reach our arms up. Exhale, rounding the spine, allowing your head to fall. Inhale, reaching your arms up. And this time, as you exhale, twist to your right. Bringing your left hand to your knee and your right hand behind you. Inhale as you lengthen your spine up, and exhale, twist even deeper. Allowing your eyes to guide you through. Allowing your eyes to guide you to where you want to go, and your shoulder reaches back. So you're opening up through your shoulder. Inhale, reaching your arms back up to the sky, coming back to center, and then round your spine again, bring your hands down. Inhale, reaching up, and this time twisting to the other side. Making sure that your shoulder is opening up too. It helps for me to bend my elbow. But it's up to you, just make sure that your chest and your shoulder helps you with the twist. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale, twist deeper. Next, inhale, bring your hands back up to the sky. And this time we're going to exhale, fold down towards the mat. Crawling your fingertips forward as your head reaches down low. You can either just keep your head in the air, or if it touches the floor, then let it rest on the floor. Allowing your shoulders to relax here, so we are not reaching all the way forward with our hands. We're keeping our elbows bended so our shoulders can be as relaxed as possible. Take a moment here as we reset our breath. Deepen your inhales. Elongating your exhales. Next inhale, we're going to slowly rise back up. And from here, come into all fours. Bringing your shoulders over your wrists and your hips, over your knees. And tuck your toes here, so bring your toes into the mat. Doing gentle cat and calf. So as we inhale, we're going to reach our stomach down, chest forward, looking slightly up. And as you exhale, rounding the spine this time, bring your hips back to your heels. Press the floor away. Inhale, coming back to your cow. Stomach down, chest forward. Exhale for your cat. Round your spine. Bring your hips back. Press the floor away. Send your breath to your heels. Two more. Inhale. Stomach down, chest forward. Exhale, round. Hips back. Breathe. Last round as we roll forward. Bring our stomach down. Chest forward. And as you exhale last time, bring your hips back. Keep your hands pressing firmly into the mat. Stay here. Sending your breath to the back of your feet. And if you want a little more intensity for your feet, you can lift your knees off the mat. Making sure your elbows are slightly bent. Keep pressing the mat, sending your weight back to your heels. One more breath. Then slowly bring your knees back into the mat. Press yourself back to all fours. From here, we're going to come into a downward dog. Sending our hips all the way up to the sky. Take a few moments here, pressing your heels into the mat one at a time. Keep your stomach sucked in as you lift your hips up higher to the sky, pressing the floor away with your hands. And now take one step in with your feet, so we're smalling the gap, making the gap smaller. Pressing firmly into your left hand. Bring your right hand over to your left foot or left ankle, grabbing hold of whatever you can. If this doesn't feel comfortable, just place it on the mat in between your hand and your feet. And from here, look under your armpit, left armpit. So we're adding in a slight twist. Feel free to keep your knees bended here if that feels more comfortable, but make sure you feel the stretch in the back of your thighs. Exhale, press firmly into the hat, lift your hips up. And then we change side. Right hand back onto the mat, left hand grabs the outside of your right ankle. Keep pressing your right hand down, hips higher up to the sky, stomach is in. Look under your right armpit. Again, if you need to bend your knees, that's totally fine. Focus on elongating your spine and sending your hips up. One last exhale here. Then bring your hand back onto the mat, lifting your right leg up towards the sky. Lengthening it out, and then bring your knee in between your chest, in between your hands, and place it down, your foot down. Back knee on the mat as well. Now you might want to make this a bigger stance because we want to feel it in front of our thigh. So we want to bring our hips down towards the ground. And just take a few moments here again, moving a little bit back and forth. Feeling into how your body is doing today. And whenever you feel like you're ready, then stop at your lowest point. But make sure your stomach is not all the way over your thigh. We want our stomach to be away from our thigh, but our hips to reach down even more. On your next inhale, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, cactus arms, bending the elbows, reaching your elbows down as you lift the chest. Again, stomach is away from the thigh. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend into the elbows, reach down. Last time, inhale. And exhale. From here, you're going to reach your hands down onto the mat. Send your hips back, so your hips are over your knee. They're not all the way back, but in the air. And from here, flex your right toe, so let them point up towards the sky. Lengthen your spine here, so don't come all the way down, but stay upright. And move your foot a little bit from left to right. Just walling up our thigh for a deep stretch. And whenever you're ready, bring your foot back to center. Take in one more inhale as we lengthen. Exhale, fold down. And stay active here. Keep pressing your right heel down at the same time as you send your right hip more back. So it's as if we're drawing out the thigh. It should deepen the stretch. As we stay active, inhale, lengthen the spine one more time. Exhale, fold down even deeper. And on your next inhale, you're going to come back up, lengthening the spine, reaching your left hand forward, and then reach it over to the right. So place your hand on the outside of your foot. Move your right hand further back. Take one more inhale, and exhale, we fold. Staying active in the leg as well, pressing through the heel, hip draws back. Keep your stomach in for a little bit of balance. Exhale, we fold even deeper. Last breath. And then slowly release, bring your hands back onto the mat, step into your right foot, tuck your back foot, step it back to downward dog. And from here we change side. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky, lengthening it out. And then exhale, bring your knee in towards the chest, step your foot down. Back knee is onto the mat, again adjust your stance. And then lifting up, moving our hips a little bit back and forth, down and up. And make sure that this movement doesn't come from the spine, so we're not bending our upper body, but we're moving from our hips. Whenever you feel ready, we're going to stay at the bottom part, so at our lowest point. And as you inhale, you're going to reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend into the elbows, open up your chest. Keep your stomach away from your thigh. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bend into those elbows, look up towards the sky. One more inhale. And last exhale. And slowly release, hands back onto the mat. Hips draws back. Keep your hips in the air over your knee and flex your left toes. Just keep yourself up here, and again, if the floor is a little too far away, you can always place books beside you or like blocks if you have those as well. And then begin to move your foot a little bit from left to right. Just to feel into our thigh, warming it up. Then bring your foot back to the center. Make sure that it is flexed throughout the whole pose. And as you inhale, you're going to lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold down. Pressing the heel down and drawing the left hip more back. It's as if you want to purposely lengthen your leg. Keeping your stomach in for the balance. Exhale, fold deeper. Next inhale, you're going to reach your right hand forward first. And then over to the left, placing it at the outside of your foot. Bring your left hand back as far as you need for your balance to be okay. And again, we're going to lengthen first, and then exhale, fold. Drawing your left hip back even more. Keeping the stomach in, exhale, come down deeper. Stay with me for one last breath. And then inhale, come back to center. Place your foot down, step it back for your downward dog. And from here, we're going to bring our knees into the mat. And then step your left foot out. You might want to move your right knee further out a little bit for the balance. And then send your hips back to your heels. Press your left foot into the mat. Walk your fingertips forward as you reach your heart down towards the floor. So if this is a lot for your inner thigh, then you can just stay here without going further and just breathe into it. If you want to deepen the stretch, begin to move your hands towards your left foot. You might reach halfway, you might reach all the way, wherever you need to be, stay there. And again, we relax our breath as we let our head drop down towards the floor. If you have walked your hands to the side, you might feel it in your side body too. Breathing into wherever you feel it in your body. Exhale, relax that area. One more breath. Gently begin to walk your hands back to the center. Pressing yourself back up to all fours. Bring your left foot back in. And we go straight into the other side. So right foot reaches out. Again, move your left knee out a little bit more for balance. Sending your hips back to your heels, fingertips walks forward. So it's a little bit like a child's pose, but just with the leg out. And again, if this is a lot for your body, then just stay here, that's perfectly fine. You're gonna get the benefits from whatever you're doing. Or if you wanna deepen, begin to walk your hands towards your right foot. Again, you might reach halfway, you might reach all the way, whatever works. And make sure that your shoulders are as relaxed as they can be. So don't let them be too close to your ears, but let them fall down. In each exhale, we deepen our pose. Stay with me, one more breath. And slowly reach your hands back to center. Press yourself up to bring your leg back in and then settle into your child's pose. And from here, we're going to slowly turn around so we can lay down on the mat. Allowing your spine to sink into the floor, straighten your right leg and bring your left knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers around your knee, making sure that your right heel is in the mat. And from here, you're going to simply move our knee a little bit from left to right. Feeling into how our hips are doing. And now begin to draw your knee down towards your left shoulder, your left armpit. So your knee is going to go a little bit out to the left and then down, avoiding the ribs. Option 1 is to stay here and just pop your knee into your armpit. Option 2 is to bring your left hand to the foot. Grab hold of the foot. I prefer from the outside. If you like the inside, that's totally fine too. Pressing your foot into your hand up towards the ceiling, but at the same time, we want the knee down towards the armpit. So there's like this force of energy that goes up and down at the same time. Your right hand can be on your hips or on the floor. Keep pressing your foot up as you bring your knee down further. And just breathe into wherever your body feels it. One more breath. Gently release your foot and just bring your knee over your body towards the right. Open up your left hand, left arm, falling into your twist. Turn your head towards the left and allow your left shoulder and your left knee to fall down towards the floor. You don't have to touch, that's totally fine. Breathing into your spinal twist. Whenever you're ready to release, bring your knee back to center. Give it one last tug as we change side. Straighten your left leg, bring your right knee in. Again, making sure that your left heel is on the ground the whole time. Hug your right knee and move it gently from side to side. Just warming up the hips, feeling into how we're doing. And whenever you're ready, bring your knee down closer towards your armpit, avoiding the ribs, so go from the outside and in. Using your arm strength, but making sure that your shoulders are relaxed. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, grab hold of the foot with your right hand and press your foot up towards the ceiling or wherever you are, up towards the sky, that's fine too. And your knee goes down towards the armpit. Keep this force of energy going up and down as we deepen into our stretch, letting your breath help you. Staying for one more breath. Try to make your exhale a little bit longer. And gently release your foot, bring your knee towards the left and your right hand out towards the side as you turn your head towards the right. Allowing your shoulder and your knee to sink down into the mat. Again, it doesn't matter if you touch just the floor or not. We just want to bring ourselves into the spinal twist with as much comfort as possible. Breathing into your spine, allowing each exhale to bring you deeper into your pose. And gently release, bring your knee back, give it one last tuck. And then straighten both your legs. Take a few breaths here before you leave. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else you'd like me to do. Thank you. Namaste.